It's Rosanna Ison with Love, Lies, and Life. Today is June the 12th. My voice is a little weak because I've been up all night, or all morning, should I say. Now, that's not a bad thing. It actually was a good thing. I am still channeling Becky. No. That's a lie. Well, okay. So from the 11th to the 12th, I was channeling Becky. I allowed someone to take me out, and the date lasted from 6 o'clock in the afternoon until 4 a.m. in the morning. Talking, laughing, vibing. That was the longest date I've ever been on in my whole entire life. Let's see where it goes from here. So basically, this particular podcast is about diamonds. Diamonds are found. They do not jump out at the miner. There's no diamond that a miner does not have to work for. I'll repeat that, ladies, gentlemen. Diamonds are found. They do not jump out at people. So, here's my story, guys, about diamonds. I am a diamond, and I'm not going to say a diamond in the rough. I've lived for 49 years. So my other description of myself would be a caterpillar in terms of dating, because I have not done so in so very long. I am bettering myself. I am reading literature. I am trying to follow the steps. But for the last couple of weeks, I'll say for 2 weeks, I fell off of my channeling Becky wagon. Why? Because the world is on fire. It is June 12th, 2002. We've had many senseless killing by the police of African American men and women and children, and just the whole world is on fire. Like, this is history in the making. But I really want to just focus on this relationship thing. So once again, you're listening to Love, Lies, and Life. This is a podcast with Rosanna Ison, and I am talking about diamonds, or found. They do not just jump out. So, strangely enough, my life for the past 2 weeks have been, or 3 weeks, well, this whole quarantine has been something different, life-changing, heart-wrenching, and educational for me. So, what I'm trying to say is I'm journaling my experiences with dating, or the lack thereof, or what I'm learning. So, here goes. Maybe a week or two ago, I meet someone that, okay, you can't say meet. I was reacquainted with someone that I met in the 3rd grade, people. Yes, I said 3rd grade. Now, I was, believe it or not, pretty quiet because I had just lost siblings. By the time I got to the 3rd grade at Corpus Christi, I had experienced trauma like never before. So I was a pretty quiet kid due to the trauma that I had experienced. I had lost 2 siblings by the time I was in the 3rd grade. One was an accident where my sister was beheaded and my brother was shot somewhere face head. I'm in the 2nd grade. No one got me any help. No one probably knew to get help. Oh, shucks, my mom probably was dealing with losing kids, and she got pregnant thereafter with my brother. So she was dealing with the new baby and the loss of life from my siblings, her firstborn and her secondborn. Her firstborn was killed first. Her secondborn was killed second. So by the time I got to Corpus Christi, I was quiet. Trauma. And no one basically helped me deal with any of those issues from losing siblings so violently. No one explained it to me. No one helped me. So I'm trying to give you a little picture of who I was. But what I did learn and discover was the arts. Thank you for the art. Thank you for drawing. Thank you for the ability to write. Thank you, God, for the music. Music, y'all. I would sing. I would make up songs. That was my release. Yep, that was my release. So, anywho, I'm in the second grade, like I said. Third grade, excuse me. Now, I repeated the second grade because of the trauma, not because I wasn't smart. My mother was dealing with 2 kids being killed in 9 months. That's a lot. Ages 14 and 13. Or 14 and 15. I'm really not sure. This is all a blur for me. I wish somebody can hypnotize me and go back to me being 7 or 8, right? So anyway, I'm trying to get to this story, and this story is really very interesting, and this is going to be therapeutic for me in more ways than one. There was a teacher at Corpus Christi that recognized my writing ability. Not grammatically, but my art of storytelling. And I remember them giving us a paper and saying, hey, we're going to have this storytelling competition, right? And so I write this story. I present it to the teacher. I remember being in the cafeteria at Corpus Christi. I read my story with everything that's in me. I win, right? Because I had been losing so much in life, right? Mom and dad divorced, brother and sister killed, just shit. And I'm not even 9 yet. Okay? Just shit, right? I'm trying to paint this picture for you, so bear with me. After I read this story, it had something to do with pumpkins. It had something to do with pumpkins or dogs or whatever it is. So my mom encouraged me to write the story. I write the story. I win. This teacher, can't recall this person's name, recognizes my ability for oral and writing and put me in some sort of debate or speech in the second grade. Thank God for teachers. And thank God that they recognize that. And I don't think my mother went into the school saying, hey, this baby has experienced trauma after trauma after trauma. It was taboo in the Black community to say anything like that. Nah, she'll be all right. No, she's okay. So, bam, I'm at a new school. I was quiet. I was quiet because of trauma. I was quiet because my life was turned upside down. I was quiet because my mother forgot about me, and now there's this new baby, which is my brother, who I saw yesterday. I was having dinner. I was on a date, and I saw my little brother. That was good to see, and my little nephew. All right, so back to me being quiet. So I'm at a new school. Oh, let me back this up because I think that this is so important to this story. So I finished reading. I'm this little chocolate girl with all this long curly hair, right? And this little boy comes up to me. And he says, you my girlfriend. I'm in the 3rd grade. He's in the 2nd grade. You're my girlfriend. I'm looking at him like, what the hell is he talking about? He's a baby. I'm a baby. What is a girlfriend? I don't know what that means. Oh, I'm a girl and I'm his friend. Yeah, okay. So, that was funny because we're still friends on and off for a million years now. But anyway, let's go back to me, 3rd grade, Corpus Christi, dark-skinned girl, long hair. Color didn't matter at Corpus Christi. It didn't matter if you was light, dark, whatever. It didn't matter. I know color mattered when I went down to St. Louis the Great. That was the first time somebody told me, you're dark, but you're a Creole. I'm looking at them like, what the hell is that? You're dark, but you're a Creole. Okay, I got to get back to the story. So in my class, there's this guy. I'll just give his initials. His initials are G and M. Right? I remember this guy. Always was a cutie pie. But of course, I'm traumatized. I'm in my own world. I'm doing my own thing. I'm singing. I'm dancing. I'm making stuff up. I'm dreaming of being a superstar because that's what's going to get me out of this depression, which I didn't know what it was back then. I just knew that art made me feel good. It made me feel good. So he was pretty smart. He was well liked. I remember him. I remember he was very well liked. I remember him playing sports. We used to play kickball. And kickball was very competitive for the boys. And I played hard because I didn't want to lose either. But I had some classmates that they did not want to lose at kickball. Let me tell you something. Like, PE was before lunch, and these dudes would be crying over a game. Pointing Bertrand Landry. Okay, I said I wasn't going to say names. But, dude, I can still remember you at the age of 8, 9, just rage in your face if we didn't win the kickball game against the other class. And I think some of that, they still have some of those issues, right? Without incriminating anybody, I'm not going to say these particular names. So anyway, yet again, music and the art brought me back to this guy in 2012. I see a post that we exchanged words. I saw him somewhere. I'm like, hey, how are you? And I said exactly what I would say. Here it is, 2020. And I said, oh, wow, I wish we would have met a couple of years ago, because I would have said, hey, how are you? Let's reconnect. Yep. So I happened to see a post or a DM that was made in 2012, and sure enough, it said, hey, good seeing you. Let's hook up. Let's reunite. Let's reacquaint ourselves. But me being a lady, honey, I am not going to make the first move. So I don't really know what happened. Time went by, life went by. God's timing. So, fast forward to 2020. The music. I made a really funny post, and the post was about the quarantine. I did no pain, no gain, and I put on this character with this wig and this lipstick, and it looks like I have a blunt hanging out of my mouth. You gotta go check it out, Miss Rose. So I did it's a parody of No Pain, No Gain. It's called Wash Your Hands. Wash Your Hands. I got like 60,000 views of Wash Your Hands. It was a hoot. It was absolutely funny. So, starting to rebrand myself, I put myself on LinkedIn. And instead of focusing on my business, I was focusing on Rosanna Eisen as the brand, because Rosanna Eisen is the brand. I'm totally branding myself and trying to leave away from the business name and my name. So it's a psychological thing too. But my manager was like, no, honey, you're the brand. People don't look for Ison Axe. If they want to hire Rosanna Ison, they hire Rosanna Ison, and you hire yourself through your company, Ison Axe. All right, so I'm trying to mosey on along with this story, right? So you're listening to Love, Lies, and Life. This is Rosanna Ison, and diamonds are found. So I feel like this young man and myself had a good connection, great conversation. He gave me his number. I didn't call. I gave him my number. I waited like a woman is supposed to do, right? Because diamonds are found. Conversation was good. We went to a really good restaurant. I would like to know if he actually listened to like my podcast, because I have this thing. So if a guy doesn't excuse me. So I want to know if he listened to any of my podcasts, which he may have, because I have this thing. If a guy opens the door, he has manners, right? His mom has taught him how to treat a lady. When I see men not opening doors for their woman, it's such a simple gesture. Why wouldn't you open the door? Why would you not open the door? So anyway, one guy, excuse me, in dating, I'm getting my voice back. It's becoming clearer, so I had to clear my voice there. So anyway, opening doors is very important to me. It shows that you're a gentleman, number one, and number two, it also shows that you have some sort of respect for the woman that you're going out with. Do you not open doors? Anyway, back to the point. So, first date didn't really work out because I was in class for like 4 hours. I was supposed to be in class for like an hour and a half. My class wound up being 4 hours long. Shout out to my acting coach. You do the doggone thing, but I really wanted to go out, people. Okay, let me move the cobwebs off of my dating calendar. Yeah. So, other people take me out. Let me not make myself sound like I'm so, undateable. That's not it. I just choose not to go out with some people because they're not worthy. They're not worthy of my time. So, according to the law of channeling Becky, you're supposed to date 3 at a time. I stopped doing 3, right? Because that's so foreign to me. But guess what, girl? You're not going to find nobody if you don't do more than 1. So, any to the way. Okay, so I'm virtually dating D-Nice. I love you, D-Nice. You are my boyfriend. Isn't that weird? He's just like everything to me. The epitome of fatherhood, and he's so sweet and kind and so nice. And he's a nerd. I love nerds. But I digress. Back to Mr. G.M. First date didn't really work out. He had to be a father. That was really impressive to me. Shout out to you for saying, hey, I'm on a schedule. I need to go. I got to spend time with my daughter. We set up this time. The time was between this time and this time. I really have to go. That was sexy. I liked it. So that won me over. So then I won't make the details too detailed oriented. I'll just say second date. I didn't think he was coming because there was no confirmation. So I called just to see what was going on, expecting him to say, oh yeah, Rosanna, as he so lovingly calls me. Yeah, we're still going. And I'm looking at my watch like, oh, well, I'm tennis shoe shopping with my daughter. I didn't expect you to come. And I just was going to, not say anything, but just make sure and confirm. Well, he's like, no problem. I'm like, okay, well, I need to go home and do what I do to get cute. Now, I didn't get as cute as I possibly could because I was pressed for time because this man had reservations for us, y'all. How beautiful. So he's winning, right? And at the dinner, I let him be the leader. I let him lead. I let him order. I let him do everything. So he told me some very difficult information. And I had put this so far in the back of my mind that I didn't even remember that this occurred. So anyway, I won't get into details about the information, but he laid it out so smoothly that I had no choice. He was like, bygones are bygones, right? And I'm like, yes, bygones are bygones. I'm like, wow, that felt really easy. That was really good. I enjoy having conversations about difficult issues, right? And I was so calm, and he was so calm, and we talked about something that could have been detrimental and we would never speak again, but instead it was just the opposite. I drew closer. I was drawn in by the thoughtfulness of what he did and the conversation that we had, which was a difficult conversation for me. And I won't get into details, but it was a difficult conversation, and he made it so loving and easy to digest. I swallowed that thing, and I was like, yes, I want more. So he opened doors. We talked. We listened to music. There's the common denominator to me is entertainment. Excuse me for constantly clearing my throat, y'all. I'm getting my voice back. So moving forward, the date was awesome, and he was like, okay, my time is coming to an end. Gotta check on my mom, gotta check on whatever. So we hug. I give him a kiss on the cheek. I wanted to do more, but I am such a lady, and I would never do that, to truly be honest, because I'm not the leader. I'm a diamond, and diamonds are what? Found. Fast forward, I wanted more of what I was feeling in the moment of being there, looking in his eyes, having a conversation, being treated like a queen. I'm talking about dinner on the balcony. Won't tell you where, but just know that it was everything. Sir, I thank you if you ever hear this podcast. That was much needed for me. And I did feel like a queen, and I did feel special, and I thank you for that. So because of that, we talked, and I'm like, women must really be falling at your feet. Like, you are so, I didn't say that, but I'm thinking that, like, you're the epitome of a gentleman. So women have to be falling at your feet, right? Like, they got to be. And he would have this puzzled look on his face, like, huh? I'm like, yeah, so people must do stuff for you all the time. So we continue with the conversation. He's like, nah, not really. Like, most of my hurt has come from black people. That hurt my feelings so badly. And boom, there it is. I drop channeling Becky, and I go back to hypersensitive black woman. Let me fix that. Oh, who hurt you? Let me take your pain away, Rosanna. And that's where I think I lost it. That's where I know I lost it. That's where I believe the interest faded away. Okay, well, let me back up a little bit. I'll say this. Phone rings. Hi, King. I don't call guys kings, but he definitely deserved this. Not constantly. Anyway, so, hi, King. Where are you? I'm in Walmart. So I was basically waiting for my daughter to get out of a kickback, and I didn't want to go too far from her. And I left my house, like, without my hair comb. Ladies, we do that sometimes. I wasn't dressed cute, And who wants a guy to see them like in their like cleaning up clothes, right? Anyway, he gets to see me in my cleaning up clothes, y'all. This is ridiculous. So he's like, where are you? I'm in Walmart. I'm coming. What? Oh my God, that's like the sexiest words. No pun intended, you nasty person. Well, he's like, I'm coming. I'm coming to help you. Do you mind? No, King, I don't. As a matter of fact, let me tell you, I don't look like Glamour Girl right now. I am, the gardener Rosanna, the cleaning up Rosanna, right? Not the pretty girl Rosanna. He's like, well, my hair's not combed either. I'm like, oh my God. So, instead of me saying, no, don't come, I was like, yes, bring it on. That means the next time he sees me, I can take it up a notch. I know I'm dragging this story out. So, somewhere in the us talking, I began to revert back to me being a caregiver and a problem solver, and I think that's where I lost him in that. So there were some things that he mentioned that I tried to take care of, which really wasn't my place, right? Yes, I can hear the love guru saying, I told you. It's just the way that men are wired. And I asked him, are you an alpha male? Do you like to lead? And he says no. And no, he don't like people who are alpha, right? And all this good stuff. But should have followed the rules of being cherished. So anyway, greatest thing ever. Came with me to Walmart, put the groceries in the car, took the groceries upstairs. Whoop, 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 whoop. I needed a light bulb changed, but we couldn't find a light bulb. So he was like, gotta go, Sana. Got my parents at my house because the storm was coming. So a couple of days after that, phone rang. Wasn't no good morning, no nothing. You all right? Whoa! What? Yeah, Lord, am I all right? I'm better than all right. He's like, your car good? You're not in the storm, are you? I'm like, no, but I wish I was, so you can come and save me, right? That's how it was. But of course, no, I'm like, no, I'm fine. Everything is good. Thanks for asking. How's you? How are you? How are your parents? He's like, good. Conversation was like 5 seconds. You good? All right. I need to make some phone calls. So, me being Rosanna and not channeling Becky, I think I text too much. I think I sent too much music. I think I engaged too much. And y'all, as beautiful as my peacock feathers are, I think I lost this one. Why? Because I just didn't wait. The art of being patient, ladies. The art of patiently waiting, because you are a what? You are a diamond, and diamonds are to be picked. Diamonds, are you listening to me, young woman, older woman? Diamonds are to be picked. Diamonds are to be picked. They don't jump into the miner's hand. Now, here I am journaling about my dating situation, and I could be totally wrong. Listener, what do you think? Should I let him hear this? No. What the hell is the matter with you? This girl is crazy. Dude, are you listening to your own advice? Are you listening to your own advice, Rosanna? Diamonds are what, Rosanna? Diamonds are to be found. And I wasn't being found. I was like, look at me. I'm a really nice woman. Look at me. I'm understanding. Look at me. I would be a helpmeet. Look at me. I would support you. Look at me. Well, hell, I thought you were cute 30 years ago. Oh, it's more than 30 years ago. Oh, my God. But I wasn't noticed then. Fate would have it. 2012, I was noticed then. Fast forward to 2020. I was noticed then, but I haven't been put on the team, y'all. I haven't been picked. Now, this is not a pity party. This is simply saying diamonds are to be found. And I am a diamond. I know rubies are the most expensive jewel. That's what the Bible says. But for the sake of the title, I'm saying diamonds are found. I'm still trying to be found, y'all. So this is a really good man. I wish him all the best. I'm emotionally messed up. So let me give you this last bit before I go. How did I feel that I messed up with this? Because I heard his stories. I'm empathetic. I also was like, what type of people do you meet that no one's done anything for you? Well, shucks, he was around some scrupulous people. I'll say the type of people you were around. Okay, snakes bite. Okay, that's without getting too far into it, snakes bite. And so he was biting and he was getting bit. I mean, that's the game, right? So I'm like, yes, I found somebody that is as savvy as I am, as business oriented as I am, as family oriented as I am. We could do this, right? But ladies, you can't make the decisions for them. You have to be found. So hopefully, I don't know. I think I've lost, and losing is lessons. Okay, taking an L. I'm going to take this L as a lesson. You know what it taught me? Fall back. Which I read it in the book. You fall back. You let him do the work. Now, I'm going to fade to black from this young man because I messed it up. I became mother hen. And then I got my feelings hurt. I have a nerve enough to do something nice. And I'll just say nice. I'll say nice and dumb. Right? So he mentioned that he wanted to do some stock. And so I got him some stock, y'all. Yes. I was like, I do unto others as I want them to do unto me. If someone would have given me a piece of stock to let me know how easy it was to get into the stock market, I probably would be so much further along. But I spent a lot of time and a lot of energy learning and money. And so that was one of the things that we discussed, something that he wanted to do. And so I heard that as, I want to do stocks. I'm like, okay, let me find something interesting, something that he's interested in. So I found some sports stuff. And I found some, he said that he was interested in getting a car. I bought Tesla, y'all. Tesla stock, a share, not a full share, a fraction of a share. So it didn't cost me much money. But that was masculine. We talk about feminine energy and masculine energy. That man didn't need me to do that. And so I got my feelings crushed. We talked about it. But I'm still a little hurt about it because I thought he would be as surprised about it as I was. So just another quick story. It's like my mother would buy me flower clothes, pastel colors. I hated that. That's what she liked. And that was her language of love, buying me ugly clothes that I would never wear. I'm like, Mama, have you ever seen me wear anything like that? But I appreciate that. Now I have a story to tell. That was her language of love. She would buy everybody stuff that they did not like because it was outdated and not fashionable. And my mom had a stroke years before. But I mean, she was in her right mind. But her style of clothing and my style of clothing, honey, oh, no. Oh, no. Yeah, no, Mom. Thank you. And so I learned how to just say, thank you for the gift. Thank you. But at first I used to say, no, Why would you think about me and buy me something? Are you crazy? Don't buy me anything, Mom. And I wish my mother was here to buy me something, as ugly as it was. So I've rambled on enough, people. This is the longest podcast that I think that I've ever done. Ladies, be found. Be picked. And I wish I could say that this story is going to end another way, but I'll be optimistic. I will not be sending a text. I will definitely not be calling. And, I think I messed it up. Darn it. Rats. Well, people, I don't know if this is putting out positive energy or not, but I think I messed it up. And God knows. I don't know if this is putting out positive energy or not, but I think God knows best. So I'm going to put this in God's hands, and I'm going to continue to fall back and be a lady. So you've been listening to Love, Lies, and Life with your host, Rosanna Eisen. Bye, family.